Be me, 24, audio engineer for a dying AM radio station, located in the basement of a brutalist concrete building on the edge of the city. The kind of place that smells like ozone, stale dust, and carpet adhesive from 1990. Job is mostly babysitting ancient servers and analog tape decks. Graveyard shift, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Pay is mediocre, but the solitude is unmatched. I'm a creature of habit. Thermos of black tea, noise-canceling headphones around my neck, same faded denim jacket. Not antisocial, just socially economical. I save my words for things that matter. The station broadcasts automated news, jazz, and weird ambient noise to truckers and insomniacs. There's only one other person in the building during my shift. Her. She runs the night tide block. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. A mix of lo-fi, obscure indie, and rain sounds. Her aesthetic is cozy apocalypse. Oversized cable knit sweaters that swallow her hands. Messy bun held together by a single struggling chopstick. Thick-rimmed glasses that slide down her nose every 30 seconds. We work in adjacent glass booths, separated by a soundproof wall. I see her through the glass every night. She enters at 1:45 a.m. sharp, carrying a canvas tote bag full of vinyl records and a massive water bottle. She doesn't wave, just nods. A tiny, almost imperceptible dip of the chin. I nod back. That's our relationship for 6 months. Silent colleagues in the aquarium of the night. I start noticing the details. The way she mouths the words to songs nobody knows. How she taps her pen against the mixing desk in 5/4 time. The way she stares at the on-air light like it's a burning sun. She looks exhausted. Not just sleepy, soul tired. Like she's carrying a backpack full of rocks she can't put down. Sometimes, between tracks, she rests her forehead on the cool metal of the desk. Stays there for minutes. I wonder what she's thinking. One Tuesday, the building's heating system dies. It's mid-November. Freezing. I can see my breath in the control room. I'm wearing my jacket and a scarf. Look over to her booth. She's shivering. Violently. Wrapped in a blanket she keeps in the studio, but it's not enough. She's trying to cue a record, but her hands are shaking too much to drop the needle. I make a decision. Grab my spare portable space heater from under my desk, walk out of my booth, into the hallway, and knock on her heavy soundproof door. She jumps a mile, eyes wide, takes off her headphones, opens the door. Sound of static and soft piano music spills out. "Hey," I say, voice raspy from disuse. "Hey," she whispers. I brought backup. It's freezing. I hold up the heater. She looks at it like I'm offering her a gold bar. "Oh my God, you're a lifesaver." I plug it in near her feet. She smiles. It transforms her face. She has dimples. I didn't know she had dimples. "I'm Elias," I say. "Clara," she says. "Nice to meet you, Clara. Try not to freeze to death. The listeners need their whale sounds." She laughs, a genuine, surprised sound. It's not whale sounds tonight. It's post-rock ambient drone. Ah, my mistake. Carry on. I go back to my booth. Catch her looking at me through the glass 10 minutes later. She waves. I wave back. The ice is broken, literally and metaphorically. Next night, she leaves a post-it note on my desk before her shift starts. "Thanks for the heat. C." Attached to a bag of chocolate-covered espresso beans. I write back on a sticky note. "Fuel for the machine. Thanks. E." Stick it to her monitor. This becomes our ritual. Analog texting. We leave notes. About the music. About the weird callers she gets on the request line. About the weather. One night, I'm soldering a broken XLR cable. She knocks on my door during a long track. "Do you know how to fix a turntable belt?" she asks. "I can fix anything with wires or gears." Show off. "Come help me?" "It's dragging." I go into her booth. It smells like vanilla and old paper. I fix the belt in 2 minutes. She watches me work. Intense focus. "You have nice hands," she blurted out. Immediately turns bright red. "I mean, efficient. You have efficient hands." I chuckle. "Thanks. I try to keep them calibrated." She covers her face with her sweater sleeves. "I'm going to play a song now and pretend I didn't say that." "Good plan." I stay in the booth for a bit. Leaning against the back wall, she plays a song. Spiegel im Spiegel. Sad violin and piano. She closes her eyes. I watch her profile. She looks peaceful, but the sadness is still there. Under the surface. We start taking breaks together. 3:30 a.m. We sit on the floor of the hallway between the booths, drinking terrible vending machine coffee. She tells me she used to be a violinist, conservatory trained, prodigy level. Pressure was insane. Parents, teachers, critics. She practiced 8 hours a day until her fingers bled. Then, during a solo recital in Vienna, she froze, couldn't lift the bow. Panic attack so bad, she passed out on stage. Never played again. Ran away to this city. Took a job where nobody can see her, where she can control the sound without making it. I feel like a ghost, she says, staring into her coffee cup, just haunting the airwaves. I listen. Don't offer advice. Don't tell her to get back on the horse. Just nod. Ghosts are cool, I say. They have great stories. She looks at me. You're the first person I've told. Everyone else just thinks I'm a failed DJ. You're not a failure. You're just recalibrating. She leans her head on my shoulder, just for a second, then pulls back, embarrassed. Sorry, don't be. Weeks pass. We get closer. I start making her mixtapes. Actual cassette tapes. Find an old deck in the storage room and refurbish it for her. Give it to her for her birthday. She cries. Nobody uses tape anymore, she says, wiping her eyes. That's why it's good. It's permanent. Digital is fleeting. She hugs me. Smells like rain and static. I hesitate, then hug back. She fits perfectly against my chest. We stay like that too long for just friends, but neither of us moves. Until the dead air alarm blares in her booth. She scrambles back to the mic. Laughing breathlessly, I watch her through the glass, heart hammering against my ribs. I think I'm in love with the girl in the glass box. One night, a massive storm hits. Power fluctuates, lights flicker and die. Emergency generator kicks in with a low hum. Only the essential gear is powered. Hallway is pitch black. Internet is down. Phones are dead. We are an island in the dark. She comes into my booth, flashlight in hand. It's spooky out there, she whispers. Yeah, the ghosts are active tonight. She sits on the edge of my desk, swinging her legs. What happens if the world ends while we're down here? Then we have the best soundtrack for the apocalypse. She laughs, softly. Look at her in the dim light of the VU meters. Amber glow on her face. She looks beautiful. And terrified. Elias? Yeah, I'm scared. Of the storm? No. Of this. Of feeling safe. I'm not used to it. I put down my soldering iron, turn my chair to face her. Safety isn't a trap, Clara. It's a foundation. She slides off the desk. Stands in front of me. Can I try something? Sure. She leans in, her hands shaking slightly. Cups my face. Her thumbs brush my cheekbones. She kisses me. It tastes like cheap coffee and peppermint. It's hesitant. Gentle. Then I kiss back, and the hesitation vanishes. It's electric, like touching a live wire. We pull apart. Breathless, she rests her forehead against mine. Okay, she whispers. That was good. Just good? Groundbreaking. Earth-shattering. We sit in the dark for hours, talking about everything. She tells me about her fears of never being enough. I tell her about my fear of never being seen. We realize we're two sides of the same coin, hiding in the dark to avoid the glare of the world. Morning comes, power returns. The sun rises. We walk out of the station together, hand in hand, squinting at the daylight. It's the start of something new. She starts coming over to my apartment. It's small, full of half-built synthesizers and books. She loves it, calls it the mad scientist's lair. She brings plants, succulents, ferns. To add some life to the silicon, she says. We cook dinner. She burns the pasta. We eat it anyway, laughing until our sides hurt. She starts bringing her violin case to the station. Doesn't open it, just sets it in the corner of the booth. Exposure therapy. I don't push her, just let it be there. One night, months later, I'm in the archives looking for an old reel. I hear a sound, a single, pure note. Then a scale, shaky but true. I creep back to the hallway. Look through the glass. She has the violin out. She's playing, not for an audience, not for a critic, just for the empty airwaves. She's crying while she plays, but she doesn't stop. I listen from the hallway. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. When she finishes, she sees me. I give her a thumbs up. She smiles through the tears. We go on dates, real dates, museums on rainy Tuesdays, late-night diners where we order pancakes at 4 a.m., flea markets looking for old records. She holds my hand in public, squeezes it when she gets anxious. I squeeze back. Morse code for I'm here. She starts wearing colors. A yellow scarf, a red beanie. Small changes, but significant. The tired brilliance is shifting into quiet confidence. Then, the hammer drops. Station manager calls a meeting at 7 a.m. Corporate buyout. Station is going fully digital. Automated. Remote servers. Building is being sold to developers. We have 2 months, then we're out of a job. And out of our sanctuary, Clara panics. Shutdown mode. She retreats. Stops talking, stops eating. This was the only place I felt safe, she says. Now it's gone. I hold her while she shakes. The place is gone, I say. But we aren't. I can't go back to the real world, Elias. I'm not ready. You don't have to do it alone this time. I make a plan. I have savings. Not a lot, but enough. I find a small studio apartment with a spare room, soundproof it myself. Egg cartons and foam. We can start our own thing, I tell her. Podcast, streaming, archival work. Whatever. We make our own station. She looks at the blueprints I drew on a napkin. You'd do that? For us? I'd build a rocket ship for us if I had the parts. She cries again. Happy tears. We spend the last month at the station saying goodbye. We record everything. The hum of the AC, the creak of the chairs, the sound of the rain on the basement windows. Archiving our history. Last night on air. She breaks format, turns on the mic. Usually, she never speaks, only music. Hello, she says, voice trembling. This is Clara, for the last time. Thank you for listening to The Dark. I used to think the dark was empty, but I found something in it. She looks at me through the glass. I found a light. I choke up, adjusting levels through blurry eyes. She plays her violin live on air. Imperfect, raw, real. It ends. Silence. We pack up our boxes, walk out of the brutalist concrete bunker. The sun is rising. Golden hour. She takes a deep breath. It smells like exhaust and wet pavement, she says. Smells like opportunity, I say. She laughs, grabs my hand. Okay, let's go. 6 months later, living together. It's messy. Violin sheet music everywhere. Capacitors on the kitchen table. We fight about whose turn it is to do dishes. We figure out how to argue without breaking. She's teaching violin lessons. To kids. Low pressure. High joy. She loves it. I'm working freelance audio restoration. We started a weekly stream, The Static Lounge. She plays records and talks. I handle the tech and chime in with dry commentary. We have 50 listeners. It feels like a stadium. One evening, we're on the balcony, looking at the city lights. She's wearing a bright green sweater, holding a mug of tea I made her. Elias? Yeah? I'm happy. She says it like it's a confession, like it's a surprise. I'm happy too. She leans her head on my shoulder. Who knew all I needed was a breakdown, a dying radio station, and a guy who hoards copper wire? Romance isn't dead, I quip. It just needed rewiring. She kisses my cheek. We stand there, listening to the hum of the city. No glass walls between us anymore. Just air. And sound. And us. We're not perfect. We're still figuring out the frequency. But the signal is strong. And for the first time in my life, I don't want to change the channel. Be us. Happy.